Welcome back, family. This is episode 2 of Just Speak Tree. In episode 1, we learned how to greet someone properly in Tree and how to give a culturally correct response. You practiced Machin and learned the different yeah greetings. And so today we are going to build on that foundation. In episode 2, you'll learn how to introduce yourself naturally the way Ghanaians actually do it. It's not going to be stiff or textbook. You'll get a real, simple, everyday introduction that you will use going forward. By the end of this episode, you'll learn how to say your name and ask someone else's name and connect it to the greeting that we learned in the first episode. First, I want you to listen to the short conversation. Just listen, don't repeat yet. Machi, yenua, wote saying, mehoye, na unsoe, minso mehoye. Mepacho wudin de saying, midin de Abigail. Na unso wudin de saying, midin de Ama. Now let's slow it down and listen again. Machi, yenua, wote saying, mehoye, na unsoe, minso mehoye. Mepacho wudin de saying, midin de Abigail. Na unso wudin de saying, midin de Ama. Now before we practice, there's something that I need you to know. In Tree, we don't usually announce ourselves the moment we meet someone. Context matters. But once the greeting is done, especially if it's your first meeting, introducing yourself is completely normal. So for example, in English, you might meet someone for the very first time and immediately say, "Hi, my name is Ama." In Tree, on the other hand, you greet completely first, wohote saying, mehuye, na unso, wohote saying, menso mehuye, and then you go into wudin de saying, or if you were expecting to meet the person, we go into midinde. So this is about language and it's also about culture. We want to take the Tree you understand from your head, build confidence so you can speak it, but also learn the culture so that when you do speak your Tree, you're doing it properly. There are 2 natural ways to introduce yourself when it comes to asking someone what their name is or telling someone what your name is. The most common way is wudin de saying, wudin de saying, and the response to that, midin de Abigail, midin de Mabna, midin de, wudin de saying, midin de. The second way is Yefre will saying, Yefre will saying, Yefre me Abigail, Yefre me Abna. Now it's time for us to practice together. I'll ask you what your name is. I will pause, and then you will respond and tell me what your name is. Wudin de saying, wudin de saying. Now it's your turn to ask me my name. Midin de Abigail. Midin de Abigail. And finally, let's try the other way. I'll ask you the alternate way. for you to tell me what your name is. Yefra was saying. Yefra was saying. Now it's your turn to ask me my name. Yefreme Abigail. Yefreme Abigail. So, between last week and this week, we have our greetings. If we meet someone in the morning, machi, afternoon, maha, evening, majo, yenya, yena, yeja. Depending on who you're talking to, we know how to go into uhutisering. Mehuye na wunsue. Menso mehuye. Wudinde sang. Midinde. Now today here is your confidence booster. You don't need perfect tree to introduce yourself. You just need to open your mouth and speak. Sometimes receptive tree speakers overthink introductions. So I want you to repeat after me. Semishia obia. Meka midin achureno. Semishia obia. Meka midin achureno. When I meet someone, I will tell them my name. Now it's time for your challenge of the week. This is very simple. Record a voice note of yourself introducing yourself in Twi. 1 or 2 sentences. And after you finish recording that voice note introducing yourself in Twi, I want you to send it to someone who knows that you're learning Twi, who supports you, who will encourage you. And if you're feeling really, really brave, record a video, post it on either Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and hashtag JustSpeakTree. And you can tag me at Abigail8Ose across all platforms. So that's it. It's not about being perfect. It's about you just showing up and taking the step to speak the Twi you already understand. A simple voice note or a video of you feeling brave. I'll give you an example. This is what my voice note would sound like. Machin, midinde Abigail. Mehuye na wunsue. And that's it. And I would send it to someone and tell them, I'm learning Twi, and this is my homework for the week. Now, if you have no one to send it to, just record it and listen to yourself. Hearing your own voice in Twi is a huge step. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 2 of Just Speak Twi. Today, we learned how to introduce ourselves, how to ask someone for their name, and how to connect our greetings to introductions, all in a natural way that you will encounter in real life. Next time in episode 3, we'll learn how to say where you're from and talk about your background. This is especially important for diaspora speakers who often feel unsure about how to express their identity in Twi. So until next time, yabesen shiebyum. Just Speak Twi is a production of Amamere, a cultural platform rooted in language, tradition, and community within the African diaspora. All music used is from the public domain.